Hey guys, Silas here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a more of an obscure name here that we're going to look at today. IFF, which is International Flavors and Fragrances. So the reason that this one is on the radar is a couple of things. One, we are approaching what's called a cycle low or a seasonal low in this stock that matches with price. And then we also have an insider transaction, which we'll view here shortly. But what we're going to pay attention to is we've got data going back to 1982. So we've got over 40 years of data here, plus 10 years and 20 years, as well as current price. And you can see that it's basically been following its seasonal pattern to a T up to this point. And we also can see a very clean, clear, and distinct low or bottom formation that has historically occurred at this time of the year. This is just based off of data and stats. And so here we are again in mid-March, and we are looking to find a bottom with the market that will typically tend to rise here in through the rest of the year. This could be a trade that we actually may hold on to all the way to the end of the year. If we look at the percent of positive months, the percent of positive months here in February, actually 0 for 2025 on the weaker end overall collectively going back 40 years. But you see the histograms are lower. We then want to see the histograms rise. This means that we are buying cheap and we're looking for the trade to go higher. Monthly average performance, very weak in February, which tells us, hey, we can get this stock, we can get this ticker on discount. We want to buy low, sell high. Then we see the histograms rising higher. This means that you can buy cheap now with the anticipation of prices rising later. That's the point of getting into the market. Average volatility, somewhat mixed here around the 10 to 12% area. But now we want to move to the insider transaction. This gives us more beef here to our trade conviction. We see a director here coming in with $500,000, $522,900 to be exact. Remember, insiders buy for one reason, because they think that stock or their company is going to go up. And we want to follow and ride their coattails. We haven't had any insider trading activity for quite some time. So this tells us that something may be lurking underneath the surface. So if we pull up a chart here, what I like to do is grab the rectangle tool, and I notice some old resistance now becoming support. So we're going to mark that out, and you'll see that this is where we are trading down into right now. So what we're going to be watching for is some entry confirmation signals using the tools that we have for a confirmation to get long, okay? And then one other piece of analysis that we can add is through what's called the Fibonacci tool. We're going to come down to this swing low. It's going to be our anchor low, and we're going to drag it up to the recent swing high. Notice that we have pulled down and traded into the 618 retracement, or what we call the golden ratio. That also provides a potential good entry point. So what we're going to look to do, once we get a confirmation signal, I assume it's going to be around here somewhere, we're going to look to take this back up to around the 105 area as our first target. We're simply going to risk either below the swing low or beneath the zone. And so to ensure that we always have favorable risk to reward, we also have a risk reward tool built in. We're going to put our stop somewhere around here. And remember, we're going to target 105. That gives us almost a 3-to-1 reward versus our risk on the trade. So that is how you can stay in the game. And so we got all things lining up for our three-prong approach. We have technicals, we have seasonals, and we have insider buying, which shows conviction. That's the way we like to put odds on our side. So if you like this video, hit subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you on the next update.